Good afternoon. Welcome to our little tour of M-53, the freeway / expressway portion. This is the Scottman, and we're just past 18 Mile here in Sterling Heights, and we're on our way north onto well, this is still all M-53, but starting the freeway portion. If we would have gone off there, that would stay on, or that would continue on Van Dyke as it goes through downtown Utica. Had to get through a whole bunch of construction between like 18 and 15 Mile to get up here. But in the end, though, it wasn't too bad. This freeway portion was mainly built as a bypass of Utica and much of the shopping areas in Shelby Township, and even a little bit through here in Sterling Heights. And then, as we'll see further north, they built they continued the bypass going around Romeo. Actually, back in 2012, I actually did a Let's Visit video in Romeo. Well, it's a beautiful early June afternoon here. Actually, it came from the Belleville area today. Did a Let's Visit video and also a Travel Delights video. So it's kind of hard to believe a little bit that I'm out in this part of the metro area right now, where I was near Metro Airport not too long ago. Right here is the main exit for M59 or Hall Road. This is the main exit for Utica, and also if you go further east, they'll take you to like Lakeside Mall, Partridge Creek, and then all the shopping areas around both areas and in between. Right to the right of us, there's Dave & Buster's. Actually, been there a few times, whether it was with family or with friends. It's been a long time. Well, actually, no, it's been a few years since I last went there. So I remember my friends and I threw a surprise birthday party for a friend of mine a few years ago, and then I went there for my 18th birthday, which actually was 9 years ago. Around this time, because my birthday's in early June. Well, my birthday's already passed, but actually today's actually my older sister's birthday today. After this video's done, I'm actually gonna be seeing her later today and celebrating her birthday and also my belated birthday. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe I turned 27 just a few days ago. Although by the time this video goes up on YouTube, it'll be well after the fact. Yeah, this freeway is pretty busy for a Saturday afternoon. Then again, though, it's more of a bypass for Utica and Romeo, as there are a lot of people going up to like the Imlay City or even up to the Thumb region. M-53 actually can take you all the way up to Port Austin, which is at the tip of the thumb. I remember still doing those videos up in the thumb back in late September last year. The area along 23 Mile is really developed over the years. I think there's even like a Walmart that's at the northeast corner of this interchange. Kind of hard to tell behind all the trees though, but yeah, it's like I remember back in the late 90s that there was not much development on 23 Mile. Yep. Yeah, the Walmart's to the right of us. There's a Hampton Inn there too. It's safe for me to get back over. But yeah, I actually got a lot of trips coming up in the near future, especially this summer. Still want to do this weekend trip to Indiana. I'm still hoping I could do it next weekend, but the weather is not looking the greatest though, to where I might push it off by a week. Thankfully, as that's only a road trip, that's easy to postpone. It's not like if I was, say I was going like to Atlanta, Georgia or something, and I was flying there. If the weather is bad, I'm kind of stuck. Although, every once in a while, I can always do a video in the rain, though. I kind of did somewhat when I went to New Philadelphia, Ohio last year on my way down to Virginia. But yeah, in each of my latest driving videos, I've been talking a lot about the Stanley Cup playoffs, although by the time this video goes up, the Stanley Cup has probably been won by either Tampa Bay or Chicago, as those are the two teams who are currently playing each other. As of today, Chicago is up 1-0 against Tampa Bay, which with actually game 2 should be on tonight. And then the NBA playoffs actually is in the finals right now too. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors are currently up 1-0. They play again tomorrow in the San Francisco Bay region tomorrow. That should be a good matchup. It's hard to say who will win out of the two. Although again, by the time this video goes up, the winner will probably have been crowned already. But yeah, for both cities, it'd be the first championship that they could possibly win in a few decades. And I know LeBron James is looking to win another championship, as he did with the Miami Heat a couple years ago. And then, yeah, I think this past year he actually went back to Cleveland, which is where he first started. Right up here, this is the end of the freeway portion. However, beyond this intersection right here, this turns into more of an expressway. If you turn left at this light, that'll take you back over to Van Dyke, as that's a way you can get into Romeo, although you can technically continue up to like 30 and 32 mile roads. But yeah, as you get north of 26 mile road, you get more out to the countryside compared to suburbia down in Shelby Township, Sterling Heights, and especially Warren, and then getting down to the east side of Detroit. But yeah, I remember when I was really little that this expressway portion either didn't even exist yet, or was being built, or was just built. Because I remember a lot of this not being here. Like a lot of times when I used to do things with my grandparents, like more so when I was really little, like back in the early mid-90s. what's nice though is that as I've gotten further north away from Sterling Heights and Warren, the traffic has gotten a lot lighter. Yeah, we're already up to 29 mile. And what's unique about this expressway is that the speed limit actually decreases to 55 as we approach any of the intersections. And then it goes right back up to 70. I better get back over because the guy behind me is probably not going to slow down at the reduced speed limit up ahead. Although you can't see it on camera, to the left, yeah, there's a... I think there's a... Well, immediately to the left, there's a Kia dealership, a GMC, Cadillac, a bunch of dealerships, and then there's a Kroger over at Van Dyke. Yeah, the weather's been pretty nice during the past few days. It's been, I'd say actually the past several days since last weekend's been pretty nice. It's been, for the most part, in the 70s. I think one day got to 80. Humidity came up a little bit Thursday night and then Friday, and then we had a cold front come through yesterday, like late in the day. Because it was still kind of muggy when I was leaving work yesterday, but I could feel the north wind. I'll be really curious how the summer will be. If it's going to be on the hotter side, if it's going to be around normal, or if we're going to have a little mix of everything. We're actually coming up to 32 Mile Road at this traffic light up ahead, and off 32 Mile Road to the right, there is a Ford assembly plant, and then about a mile to the east is the Romeo State Airport. I actually covered that in a video last year. But yeah, and that was where my grandfather actually kept his airplane when he was flying. I never had a chance to go up it or anything, but I'll keep filling the red light really quick. This is a pretty short light, but yeah, it's kind of hard to believe though. He's been gone for over 3 years. I still miss him. Every time I do any of these road trips, even if it's for a short distance, I always feel he's staying right next to me. And if we turn to the left there, that'll take you into downtown Romeo. That's actually a walking / biking trail that we just went under. And we got about another mile to go on this expressway. The freeway and expressway portion of M-53 ends just shy of M-34, 34 Mile Road. And then for the rest of its journey up to Port Austin, it continues as for the most part, a 2-lane highway going through Imlay City, Almont, eventually up to Bad Axe, and then finally ending at Port Austin. summary, this overall bypass definitely saves a lot of time as you go north from Sterling Heights all the way up to north of the Romeo area. That way, if you're just trying to get up to I-69 or up to the Thumb as quickly as possible, you don't have to mess with traffic on Van Dyke and downtown Romeo or Utica. Although you could still definitely stop in at Romeo and Utica as well. I've actually driven through Utica with my grandmother, I think, earlier this year or last year, and it was pretty nice in the downtown area. Well, thank you for watching today's video here on the freeway portion of M-53, and this is the Scottman signing out today.